What's up, guys? East here, and today I'm joined by one of the newcomers to the SVO competitive scene, Keteru. Keteru
Um,
is the first person I've been able to find who's just starting to play SVO, or play in the SVOs this year, and ahead of the SEAO SVO, which I believe is his first one for this
yeah,
year. I think you are the novice I am looking for. Maybe not in skill, but to the competitive community. So I'll let you kind of take the floor, man. Introduce yourself. Excuse me. So,
yeah. Okay, so I'll start off with my name is Keteru, which is the handle I go by in the Discord, and I've been playing this game for quite about over a year now. I think.
hmm.
Yeah, I've started since the Outer Sphere mini expansion, and I've been just playing sometimes casually, and some on certain months I've grinded quite a lot of games as well. Yeah, and I think it's only this expansion, like just this expansion starting, which I've been playing the game more than I usually do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So it seems like you've been playing for a long time. Then you finally decided to kind of step into the competitive arena, so to speak.
Um. Yes, but um, it wasn't really like my own idea. I was actually more so like influenced by the people in the community. Like most of the time, I'm also new to the Shadowverse Discord channel,
Oh,
which
okay.
I've only joined for like little over 2 to 3 months, I think.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
you're very new to the Discord then.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
And before that, I've just been looking for my own resources. Like I found like the Japanese site before I even found the Reddit for the English speaking audience.
Holy cow! Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah. Because the first thing I did when I joined was to try to look up like what deck is good. Because
Mm.
yeah, when I first downloaded the game, which was during the Fate tie-in, I really wanted the promo card. So I tried my best to play like, but I kept losing. Like I remember I started playing with Forest. I used the standard deck, and I think I went on like a 20 game losing streak before I finally decided like, okay, this is enough. I will go look up for deck that actually works. And I think the first English site that I found was actually from Mana Search.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
yeah, Mana Search, and but they did not update as frequently, so I had to dig even more, and I tried like searching in Japanese because like the game is in Japanese, and like I think the first deck I ever built was the ramp dragon deck.
With
Like
Kakaitis?
I mean, yeah, the Kakaidas deck. I literally like vowed every single thing in my account just to build that one deck because I was so sick of losing. Yeah, and I finally got the promo card, which was Power Forge, and yeah, it's never seen new scenes. I was really disappointed.
Dang,
Yeah.
man, that's rough. You grinded, you researched, you studied, and then you're like, you
Yes,
know what? I can't even use it.
and
What would you say is your favorite class to play? Because it seems like you started with Forest, which might have been your favorite, and then you kind of swapped over to, Big Buff Kakaitis, who some people might not say is Dragon.
yeah, Forest used to be my favorite class actually because I kind of like the thematic about it. It's like you summon fairies, spirits, and like just nature stuff. But I believe back in Outer Sphere, the deck wasn't doing that well.
Nah.
Yeah, and the best deck I saw on the Mana Search website was coincidentally the Kokaitis deck, which was the first one I ever made.
Very
Yeah,
strong. Very, very strong back
yeah.
then. So then now, what deck do you feel like you kind of gravitate to? This is a very pretty
Um,
wide meta, so you can almost play anything. Almost.
yeah, actually, for now I actually like just play. I play almost every single deck. Yeah,
Oh wow.
like but my most played deck even up to this day is Rune, because I stumbled
Yes.
onto the thing that is Spell Boost and Mysteria. Actually, the second deck I ever made was the Mysteria deck because it was so goddamn cheap. It was, I
It
think, like
was cheap. So then, what really made you kind of make the jump from the competitive side to the excuse me, from the casual side to the competitive side? You said before that there are a couple of months
um,
where you kind of like really grinded. Did those have anything to do with it?
not really
Hmm.
for competitive. It actually did not really cross my mind that well. Even now, I'm not that familiar with the competitive scene because I haven't really been like following much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like maybe I've like seen one or two SVO in like the whole like maybe 6 months that I've played. But other
Wow.
than that, not really yet that much. Yeah.
I
But
see.
I think the main concern for me like wasn't really like trying to go competitive or anything. It was actually more
Mm-hmm.
of trying to actually build my collection. Yeah, that was a really big problem for me because I have this bad habit and I'm like very impatient with stuff. So when I want a deck, I want it immediately. So I would like go around viling every single shit that I don't want to
Oh, that's
that I
rough.
don't play. Yeah, so I literally vowed every single portal, heaven, blood, sword, and forest card just to make my rune decks and my dragon decks. Yeah,
Dang. FTP is real out here, yo. F2P, excuse me. That's
yeah.
wild. So then, are there any players that you kind of look up to, or are like, wow, that's a really good player. I want to like be as good as they are, right? Someone you kind of like hold in high esteem.
Maybe to that extreme extent, not really, because I don't really know that many like competitive players. But one that can come to mind would probably be Esia.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see it. Yeah,
yeah, because he like interacts a lot with the Reddit and the Discord community, which was how I got to know him and interact with him. And I actually played like some private matches with him, and he's an extremely good player, is what I can say.
very
Yeah,
calculated. Very, very calculated.
yeah.
No.
And I think the one of the thing that actually got me considering to try to get into the competitive scene, which yeah, was the people in the Shadowverse Discord channel. Yeah, I noticed like some of them were like discussing about like tournaments and stuff, and at first I didn't really know like what they were like on about. They're like talking about
Yeah.
like some stuff which I don't understand. And yeah, I think two notable plays would be that plays like tournament consistently that I know of would be Joyverse on
Okay.
the yeah, one of the mods in the Shadowverse Discord, and also this guy uh called KSLVD. Do you know him?
KSRVD.
He plays SVO a lot too, and
KSRVD.
KSLVD.
KSLVD. The name doesn't ring a bell. I'm probably about to get shot as soon as this goes on. Users like, how could you forget about me? But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm my head's all over the place, so don't worry about me.
I
Dementia's
see.
setting in.
Yeah, and I remember like looking at their conversation, and they were like discussing about tournament decks, like banning stuff and getting free packs and stuff. Actually, yeah, actually the free packs was the thing that got me. I'm like, what?
Boom. Yeah.
Then I asked like, okay, how do you get like how do you have to actually like win to get like the free packs? And they actually told like you get like free packs for every single round that you play in, which
Yep.
is like not that hard. And I'm like, why
It
am I
really isn't.
missing out?
No, that's actually new this year. So before you did have to win, And then they said, well, that don't really
Mm,
make sense, right? Because if you're winning, you probably don't need the packs that much. So they just opened up for everybody.
yeah.
So then for this year, obviously you want to get some free packs, right? I think everybody likes that idea, right? You play a couple of
Yeah.
games, you get better at Shadowverse, get some packs, build better decks. Do you have any goals for? Again, this is your first SVO that's coming up
Mm,
this weekend. And do you have
yeah.
any goals for A, this SVO, or B, the year?
Just probably try to not do that badly, I guess.
So let's quantify it a little bit. What does not do that badly mean? So like 1-7,
Um,
2-6. What does that mean?
like probably not get instant wiped out in the first few games.
Okay.
Like
How much have you been practicing?
um for this week I've been actually practicing since Monday, yeah. But
Dang. About how much a
compared
day?
to um probably more than 6 hours a day. Yeah, but
This
it's
man is
actually
coming for people. Yeah.
but it's actually lesser than I've been playing like compared to last month because I actually grinded a lot of ladder games last month and I'm
Mm-hmm.
slightly burnt out from all the games played. Yeah,
It's
I
hard.
remember I think I grinded until 40k and master point. Yeah, that
What a
was
god.
a lot of games and
But
yeah,
dang, 6 hours a day is still pretty intense. I would say, with that kind of work ethic, you'd be in a good spot this year. I think you really would.
I
100%.
but one of the reason that I can play that much is probably because I'm still on my term break right now. Yeah, maybe
Coronavirus.
yeah, and my internship has actually been delayed because of the coronavirus too.
Well, that's
Yeah,
more
so
time for
I might
Shadowverse.
more time for to play Shadowverse.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know in Japan they actually shut down all the schools for a month here. So,
Ah,
yeah, I guess same
for
thing's happening on in your side of the world.
no, for my school, everything else except for school is shut down. Like we have like this motto of what education comes first or something. So like literally every single like activity, clubs, event has been all shut down except for school. Yeah, you still have to
Oh,
go to
that's
school.
rough.
Yeah. Like
It's
works get delayed, clubs get shut down, event gets cancelled, but school, no, we still have to go for school.
8 hours a day, 7 hours a day in class.
Yeah.
Man, it's the
Yeah.
same here in Japan with work. Like they'll shut down everything. Like they shut down the schools for a month. No big gatherings. All the companies that have like events during the month for fighting games or whatever have basically shut down voluntarily. And the
Uh,
only thing that's still running is work. Even the train system, the Japanese train system, which is known for being on time and almost never late, has said, "Hey guys, you probably shouldn't take the train." Like even when it's just like a bank saying don't use money. Like if the train's saying don't use the trains, like come on, what do we have to do to
um,
not go to work? I'm trying to play
yeah,
with Shadowverse too, man.
I guess they're trying to protect people too because of how contained the train are, I guess.
Yeah, they're very packed in the morning, very
Yeah.
packed. If you haven't experienced that, win Contenders Cup, come to Worlds, experience it for yourself, get packed into a sardine train in Japan, and hopefully take home $1 million. Not a bad idea. Keteru, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking the time to meet with me. I do really appreciate it. Guys, if you have or you want someone to root for this weekend, Keteru is definitely your man. New guy to Shadowverse, new guy to SEAO Region in the SVO community, and with 6 hours a day under your belt for a month, that's a pretty good work ethic. I'd bet on you. Let's put it that way. If you get to top 8, you've got my vote. Before we get
I
out of here, man, do you have any final words you want to say to some of the folks at home or people watching? All right, man. Well, thank you very much again, and good luck this weekend. I'll be looking forward to watching you play, and I'll be following you on Saturday with the numbers. Hopefully, the folks watching at home will as well. All right, take care.
thank you.